we're revealing a dream that has come true for us both today. We reinvented computing. You know, computing was reinvented by accelerated computing. AI transformed computing, from the processors to the systems, software model, and applications on top. Every component of the computer stack has undergone a revolution. We have now ventured into the realm of agentic artificial intelligence. However, data is how those agents learn. That's precisely correct. They also use data to function. Isn't that correct? Because they work with data and learn from it. And data is the most crucial factor. It's what AI eats. That's precisely correct. All right, it's what AI eats. Thus, it's what these agents eat. The agents consume that. That's precisely correct. The AI data engine and AFX are a total reimagining of data processing as we know it, which makes this interesting. We're going to revolutionize data processing just as we did with computing. What's truly amazing is that, in the past, I suppose we still do it today, a lot of enterprise, or what we consider enterprise knowledge, was incorporated into structured data. That's right. Additionally, how structured data is indexed and queried using SQL, for instance, differs significantly from how data processing and storage will be done in the future. Finding the meaning of the data through embedding and indexing are two aspects of semantic AI data processing. Furthermore, indexing is not the same as hash tables. You know, yes, exactly. It's not graphs and trees, you know. Neural networks that index nearest neighbors are used for indexing nowadays. It is essentially a distinct technology. You must index it in a vectorized manner because it is vectorized, making it a vectorized database. Additionally, the way we search and query that engine is an AI inquiry, which we have now done in a way that enables multimodal operation. All of these different modalities, whether it be text, audio, video, or a PDF file, which, I believe, contains the great majority of NVIDIA's knowledge. And if you're a drug discovery company, it might be chemicals and proteins, or perhaps health records, all of which are in various data structures and modalities. Additionally, we now have an AI processing engine that enables us to incorporate the knowledge and query it according to the knowledge or insight you want. We've been working on the entire platform together for a while, and I'm really thrilled that there's a new method to link your company's knowledge base to these AI agents. This is significant because NVIDIA's GPUs are present in every cloud. Your complete software-defined platform can operate on premises, on OEM servers, or in an appliance that you can sell to clients. I take it that you support every version of our GPU. It's amazing. As a result, AIs could now communicate with their data. What's truly remarkable is that, much as how search has been transformed, we now simply ask the internet a question instead of conducting a search. That's exactly right. We used to locate our files, take them out of storage, and then process them in some way. You only need to ask NetApp, the AI, in the future. That's right. Ask some questions. You can choose how deep you want the prompt to be and how thorough the question to be. That's right. NetApp will simply search the storage system for the answers after conducting a great deal of study. Actually, you told me that's what we do here. Yes, exactly. Isn't that correct? That's precisely correct. We're processing a ton of data here because we're training AI models. And now you need AI to also identify the data that shares semantic similarities with other data that we might want to utilize to train an AI model. Therefore, the AI model that embedded each of these things determines how it is embedded. Therefore, we must monitor that and ensure that it remains constant throughout time. And we were able to determine which ones had already been correctly embedded, which ones were outdated, and which ones were using an other embedding scheme by using your tools and file system. We place a great deal of importance on the genealogy and tracking. Thank you. I think this is fantastic, George. We launched our businesses about the same time. You and I, this is the storage system's first significant redesign. That's right. Since the founding of NetApp 33 years ago. Yes, exactly. This is a huge problem. This is significant to us because it is the first time that NVIDIA GPUs will be incorporated into file systems and storage systems worldwide. We have an opportunity there. That's right. Therefore, conducting the processing and the storage is a fantastic opportunity for both of us to expand. That's right. Yes, it's very amazing. Rather than extracting the data, that's precisely correct. Process. Many businesses do it this way these days, and we do the same. The identical data is in several copies with us. Yes, exactly. Now, there is a vast amount of data in the field of AI. We must remove the data from storage and process it wherever the systems are located. It may be video data or data from the real world. We'll just do it indoors today as opposed to in the future. Of course, AI is completely changing the way we think about computing. And for the first time, we're reimagining storage AI today. And this is really significant. The fact that it is redefining both of our businesses excites me. Furthermore, this is the largest industrial revolution in history, as you are aware. The computer sector has completely changed, and this has given me a great chance. This collaboration has been a tremendous pleasure for me, and I believe it will open up a terrific chance for you. The intriguing thing about OpenAI's golden touches for some of the larger publicly traded firms is that often AMD or Nvidia have given OpenAI a sweetener. It appears that OpenAI is granted independence by Broadcom. Yes, and the Google TPU model appears to be the model used here. For example, Google TPUs account for more than half of Broadcom's almost $20 billion run rate for AI chips. You help us get there in terms of the ramp up, like Google TPUs, which are in their 7th version of chips, is what OpenAI is claiming. They've accomplished it quite quickly after all. Accordingly, it will assist OpenAI in cutting expenses by as much as 30 to 40% per gig. 1 gigawatt requires between 40 and 50 billion. Since Broadcom chips are the most expensive part of that gigawatt build-out, a gigawatt with those chips would be at least 30 to 40% less expensive. Thus, Broadcom assists you in reducing the cost of chips. Since Google has this kind of diversification, I believe that's the paradigm here. Sure, we want commercial silicon, but we also want custom silicon with Broadcom, which is why their infrastructure costs are the lowest of all the hyperscalers. Read the read across for the TPUs that Google is sending. There, who else is involved? For this reason, Broadcom states, I'll assist you in creating a chip that is unique to you. I'll assist you with networking equipment. However, an AI data center is much more than that. Of course, additionally, you must find the power source. All the other deals are necessary for you. However, if you look at what Amazon is attempting to accomplish with Trainium, they are doing the same thing with Marvel. Marvel is also being treated that way by Microsoft. Additionally, they haven't had the same level of success with Broadcom and TPUs as Google. Given the success that Google has had in comparison to all other companies attempting to create bespoke silicon, I believe that OpenAI's attempt with Broadcom was a logical one. Indeed, they will make bargains in order to gain power. OpenAI excels at sourcing various providers for that reason. Sam Altman has demonstrated that. However, it's obvious that chips account for 60 to 70% of the data center's expenses. So you want to make sure you obtain the best deal possible. That is not possible with Nvidia. Despite their investment, Nvidia will continue to be the most expensive chip supplier. AMD is probably going to lower its price, but the performance per watt will be lower. For inference, Broadcom will complete it according to your specifications, and then at the same scale as Google. When OpenAI, Sam, and Hawktown join together on a podcast and announce this kind of agreement, I'm curious whether you can interpret it. What is it that you can actually incorporate into the custom silicon by comprehending your own enormous language model and its requirements? I mean, I read about tiny recursive models just this past weekend. Everyone is trying to figure out how to run these big models more efficiently in terms of inferencing costs. And whether it's little recursive models or something else entirely, you want to minimize latency and power is your true limitation. You want the best performance per watt, then, because Google has demonstrated this, you will utilize bespoke silicon if you are optimizing for those too. Their unique silicon allows them to run YouTube videos at their best. You can't get that level of performance from any other merchant silicon. And I believe OpenAI is aiming toward that.